Hey, what's up? How's it going? Just hopping on for just a short couple of minutes. A few minutes, not for very long. Hopping on to see who's online. What's up, Mike? What's happening? Good to see you, man. How's the audio? I'm using this little mic here. What's up, Brittany? What's happening? How's the audio? Is the audio okay? I've got this little mic here. I haven't used it in a long time. I'm only going to be on for a few minutes. Oh, I'm frozen. Hang on. Am I frozen? It's good. Good. I wonder if I need to connect to the. Let me see if I can do this without knocking this thing off. Good. I wonder if I need to connect to the. Let me see if I can do this without knocking this thing off. And I'm back. Hey, Steph. I know, long time. Okay, now I'm connected to the Wi-Fi. Maybe I won't glitch. No glitches in the matrix. All right. Hopefully that works. I'm only going to be on for a few minutes. Just wanted to hop on and say hi, see who was on. My boy Mike, what's happening, dude? Let me share that with Bustin. What's going on? What's up, Bustin? What's happening? Yeah, we're doing great, man. We're doing really well. I'm teaching at the high school here. Got the beach business going in the summertime. She works for the school district as well. We're doing well. Yeah, dude. How are you? And where are you? Where are you at? Oh, nice, man. Florida. That's awesome. BFE. Yeah, you are in BFE, but it's beautiful. Golly, man. You are in an incredibly beautiful place. I'm literally only going to be on for like 5 minutes. Oh, you're in senior living now. Ah, how's that working out? Yeah. Why just a few minutes? Because it's late. It's 9:24. I should have gotten on earlier, but I was just like, let me hop on, see what's going on, see if anybody's on. And I sent it to you to so you could hop on and say hi. Tease us with 5 minutes. I think I was on for an hour a few nights ago. That was the first live I've done in months and months. Nice, dude. That's good. Very good. Very good. Yeah. How's the teaching life? Well, we just started. This is our second week. Yeah, this is our second week. So we finished our first week last week, and the first week's always like just a whirlwind. You're just like taking up time and doing really a whole lot of nothing, kind of getting to know them and things like that. And I'll start teaching content this week. Yeah, time is flying. It's crazy. Cabanas are going really well, man. I'm worn out. Like I'm ready to stop for the season. We've got cabanas this weekend and next weekend, and I think we're going to call it quits for the season after that, and just kind of relax until the summertime because it's a lot of work. We work pretty much 7 days a week. No, I didn't get to surf very much, man. We've had a lot of like a flat summer. I surfed in California, but I surfed several times here, of course. But we had a really flat summer. Wintertime here, we get better surf. So hopefully this winter we're going to get some really good surf. There was surf on this past Saturday, but I didn't get to get out. I had family in visiting, and yeah, man, I know it's one of my passions. I love to surf, and it's been rough. We have not had enough surf. I had a dream about surfing the other day, but you know what's weird? Oh, what's up, Jet? You know what's weird is that I've dreamed about surfing thousands of times, man. I mean, just like hundreds of times I've dreamed about surfing, and never once have I actually surfed a wave in a dream. And I was talking to my buddy. I was talking to my buddy that surfs. He's like almost 60, and he's been surfing all his life. And he said the same thing. He said he's dreamed about surfing countless times, but he's never surfed a wave in his dream. It's some weird thing in dream world where you just don't surf any waves in dream world. It's really strange, and he's got a whole idea about it, but I don't know what the deal is, if it's physics, dream physics, or what. But I've never surfed in a dream. There's been tons of waves, and I've wanted to surf, and I'm like can't find a board, or I'm paddling out and the waves disappear. I never catch a wave in a dream. Yeah, the kids surf. The kids surf. Read anything good lately? Yes. You don't watch TV either. I'm reading something really good right now. And you know, this guy, some people think highly of him, some people don't. I happen to think very highly of him. I like him a lot. If you're familiar with Osho, I know he's very controversial. He's very controversial. There's a lot of controversy out there about Osho, but yeah, I've read a lot of Osho and listened to a lot of Osho, but I'm reading his last discourses right now. The book's not even in print. I actually had to buy it, and it was a little too expensive. But um, yeah, thanks, man. Mike, I miss you too, dude. Thank you so much. This book is called the Zen Manifesto. Begs the question if we can separate the art from the artist, etc. Yeah, this book, the Zen Manifesto, is just it's so good. It's his last discourses. It's the set of last discourses that he gave before he died, and our public discourses anyway. And it's just incredible. I'm really enjoying it a lot. I had to get it on Amazon for way too high of a price, but it's really not too high of a price because it's worth it. It's really good. That's right. That's right, my friends. If you ever come to Texas, let me know, man. If you ever come back to Galveston, we'll get together. But that's what I'm currently reading. I'm almost done with it. Um, a nugget of wisdom, I'll give it to you. So this year has been a year for me of meditation. So for over, for I don't know, 12 or 13 years or more, I don't know. I've been journeying through like Eastern wisdom, Eastern philosophy. Alan Watts kind of introduced me to, after my deconstruction from Christianity, I came across Alan Watts, and he introduced me, was the gateway, the door that opened up for me the world of the East as far as Eastern wisdom. Yeah, Ramana Maharshi and Sri Nisargadatta Maharaj and those guys. He opened the door for me to journey through that arena of Taoism, Zen Buddhism, Advaita Vedanta, things like that, the non-dual philosophies of the East. And I never, even though I was journeying through this land of non-duality, and that land is hey Tasha, has a heavy focus on meditation. I never really had so good to see you, never really had a personal, consistent practice of meditation until intentionally this year. So this year I decided intentionally I'm going to start meditating because I started to feel this sense of um, some sort of draw to this practice of meditation. And so I went through this course as well. I became a certified meditation guide as well over the summer. It was a 3 week long course with the Path, and it's a meditation teacher course. And so I became a certified meditation teacher. But for this whole year, I've been consistently practicing meditation. And one nugget from the book, yes, so good to see you. One nugget from the book, Steph, is uh, so normally in Osho's books, they don't include his guided meditations, and they did actually include, it's word for word from the discourses, included his guided meditations. And one thing I came across in this book that I've never come across before, and it's blown my mind because it's really, really cool and really powerful, is this idea of hara, Hara. It's a Zen idea. And as interested as I've been in Zen for so many years, I've never come across this hara. And what it is the energy center, the center of your being, right? And so when Osho is guiding these meditations, I'm also listening to these discourses too. So I'm reading and listening. And what I'm finding most interesting is these short little guided meditation moments. The discourses are great, really, really great, mind-blowingly great. But the guided meditation is really awesome. And he draws them to their center, their hara, right? And so he has you go deep into the center. And in Zen, something I don't know how, I've never come across it. It's never spoken about. It's kind of like this secret of Zen or something. But it's 2 inches below the navel, below the belly button, but inside, right? And so the practice is you draw all of your awareness, all of your consciousness deep down into the hara, right? The center of your being. So you bring all of your awareness, all of your consciousness down into the center of your being, right below the navel, 2 inches below the navel, inside. And when you can do that, you can draw all of your consciousness and your awareness down because, you're witnessing awareness. That's what meditation is all about, is to witness, to watch, to be present only, and just be aware, choiceless awareness, right? This non-judgmental, choiceless awareness where you're just watching, witnessing. So he brings your consciousness all the way down to the center of your being, and you witness there. And from that point, it's really cool because in Zen, in Taoism and Zen, you have this concept of Wu Wei, effortless action, where you're just, it's all a happening. You're just going with the flow of the Tao, right? And everything is a happening. You're responding appropriately to every moment that happens in life. And so when you're drawing your awareness from that center of being at hara, that effortless, that Wu Wei concept becomes a reality because it's so much easier. Life is so much lighter. You're not in your head constantly. So it quiets your thinking, which is what meditation does too. It calms the mind. It quiets all of that chatter. And that happens when your awareness as well is focused down here and you're living there. Kundalini. Yeah, I had a crazy, I didn't even know what Kundalini was. In the summer, I had like a Kundalini experience that I didn't even know what it was. I had to explain it to the meditation class, and she was like, that sounds like a Kundalini awakening. Like, what is that? Because whatever it was amazing. So I had this experience in meditation where it was just wild. It was wild. Lights, and there was a like purple swirl into an inso like portal almost, and a bright white light in the end that just anyway, you could talk about all those kinds of experiences, and those things can really get you caught up. But I didn't know what it was. But anyway, so you bring your awareness down, and when you can live from that place of that centered place, the center of being, Wu Wei becomes even more of a reality. And just being existence, one with the flow of the Tao, one with the flow of the energy of the cosmos. It's like you get that experience in daily life, and it's really neat. It's really incredible. And so meditation for me has just been, it's like it's taken all of these things that I've been learning and experiencing and brought it to a new level of experience. It's like it's tied it all together in just uh, a deeper experiential, existential way. It's been amazing. Highly recommend practicing, cultivating a personal, consistent practice of meditation. That's a nugget. Is that concept of hara? Because I've never come across that before. But here's the other concept: is that, I mean, another nugget from that book, and this is all Zen truth. This is all, I mean, this is the nugget of Zen, is that you are a Buddha right here, right now, in this moment, and you've simply forgotten, or the clouds have blinded you from seeing the sky, right? But we're all already, we have Buddha nature. I mean, that's what we are. We are existence. I mean, you could call it whatever you want. Buddha nature, existence, Tao, whatever. I prefer existence. I like that. You are existence here now in all of your supposed imperfection, because there is no such thing as imperfection. Yeah, do some Zooms. I know, and I'm going to for sure. I've got cabanas this weekend, next weekend. I'm trying to like get past the cabana business, and then, yeah, exactly, forgetting. Trying to get past the cabana season. That way I can just breathe and start the Zoom session for sure. 100%, 1000%. Yeah, Maya, forgetting what this really is, which is, it's the great illusion that there's separateness, the illusion of separation, that you are separate from anything else, that anything else is separate from everything else. It's all one existence, and that's who you are. That's who you really are, behind the ego, behind the mask, behind the persona, behind this creation of society and culture, disentanglement from the muck and mire. Yeah, exactly. The lotus beyond the mud, right? The lotus beyond the mud. What are you behind the mud, right? When the mud clears, well, you're the lotus that comes up through the mud. That's your true nature. That's your original face. The Zen koan asks, what is your original face before you were born, right? Who were you before you were born? Well, you are existence. You are Buddha. You're Buddha nature. You are the Tao. You're Brahman. That's who you are. That's who you really are. And there is no separation from it. You're not something that's separate from it. You are it. That's what you really are. That's who you really are deep down. So that's the other nugget from the book, is that he harps on that, and that's what that is Zen in and of itself. That's the point of Zen, to come back to remember and come back to return to the experience of your true nature. You're it. Yeah, exactly, Thad, my friend. AI and its effect on spirituality and human change. Oof, it's a big question. I don't know. It's AI period is going to absolutely change the world. I mean, it already has, but it's going to even more so. I think the next it is fun with this understanding. Exactly. The next 5 to 10 years, honestly, and I'm, hey, what's up, my friend? What's up, Todd? The next 5 to 10 years are going to change at rapid speeds, and it's going to be unrecognizable from today. And I don't even think we can comprehend how fast things are going to change. I don't think we can comprehend how drastically things are going to change. I mean, it's just going faster and faster and faster. I mean, think about the last 50 years, right? It's just been condensed, and things are changing at a more and more rapid speed as time goes on. And the next 5 to 10 years, with the advancements of AI, unrecognizable. Yeah, we are going to lose a lot of jobs, but spiritually speaking, on spirituality, a it's a touchy subject because some people are so against AI, and I'm not, in a way, because I think it can be useful, very extremely useful, uh, even extremely useful to human uh, human thinking and understanding and spirituality as well. Because um, what AI is, I mean, it's building on human knowledge, right? I mean, that's what it's building on, human knowledge. Yeah, exactly. Very useful. Building on human knowledge. And so it isn't something that's separate from us either. AI is technology, but what is technology? It's built by humans. It's nature as well. Like, a lot of people are so against AI and technological advancement because it now that's a lot of conversation there, but let me just put it in general terms. So a lot of people are against AI and technological advancement and things like that because they think of AI against nature, AI against humanity, and things like that. But um, it's all a part of nature. It's all existence doing what existence does. It's all AI is our creation, just as the ant mound is the creation of the ant. It's what we've created. It's a creation of humans, and humans are nature, and therefore the creation of humans are nature is nature as well. So it is something that's natural. It's not unnatural. What even it would be unnatural? What does unnatural mean? Well, in the grand perspective, there is nothing unnatural. That's just it's just nothing unnatural. Extension of, yeah, it's another extension of creation. Exactly, exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying. Right, right. Yeah, quantum computing is fascinating, but I don't think we have to be against it from the human perspective. Yeah, exactly. The infinite remains the same. Exactly. And from the human perspective, we think about how are we going to use this tool? Is it going to fall into the wrong hands? That's possible. Are we going to use it for good? I hope so. From the human perspective, here on this, in this role, in this mask, as an ego, you think, okay, what's going to happen with it? Because it could fall into the wrong hands and make our lives miserable, or it could fall into the right hands, because it's always going to fall into somebody's hands. It's very rare that something falls into the hands of all people and everybody equally. It's just very rare. It's going to fall in somebody's hands. Is it going to fall into the hands that are going to do good with it and guide it in a good way in human perspective, human terms, human concepts? Or is it going to fall into hands to guide it into what would be an unfortunate way from the human perspective? I gotta put that caveat up there. Hey, what's up, my friend? Rickness. How's it going? So, could be a good thing, could be a bad thing from the human perspective. From the overall perspective, it's existence, it's nature, it's natural. AI. Have you ever heard anybody say AI is natural? Well, it is from the grand overarching view. When you look at existence as a whole, as all that there is, beyond the illusion of separation, it's natural. It's all a show. It's all a passing show. It's all the movement of energy taking this form and that form. The energy of the cosmos, the energy of existence, the cosmic energy taking form this way and that way, in the form of AI, in the form of Rick, in the form of all of us. It's all you. You and AI aren't separate. You're doing it. Meditation keeps you centered in the infinite. Exactly. Exactly. Meditation keeps you centered in the infinite. That's right. It keeps you, the word that Buddha used was sammasati, in remembrance. I like that word. It keeps you in remembrance, keeps you centered in the infinite, in existence, as existence. It's remembrance of who you really are, remembrance of your true nature, your true identity, which is existence itself. And so, yeah, the practice of meditation is this centering, grounding, remembrance practice, of remembering who you really are behind the ego, behind the mask, who you really are in this present moment, which is all that exists. In this present moment, who are you? You are the entirety, the whole thing, the whole universe is who you are. And meditation helps you remember that, and then it helps you. And the whole idea would be that in meditation you are centered in that remembrance, in that experience, and then when you stand up and go live out your daily life, you live in that Sammasati. You live in that remembrance. You're remembering as you go along, and you're witnessing. You get up from the cushion from witnessing whatever you were witnessing, your thoughts, witnessing your breath, witnessing your heartbeat, witnessing the sounds, whatever your practice was in the moment. You get up, you live your daily life as the witness. But at that moment, when you're in that moment, the witness and the witnessed, that dividing line fades, and it just becomes silence. And that's who you really are. You are that silence, that deep silence before all the chatter, before all the programming. Bad knee fracture. You're witnessing the pain of your knee fractures. That's actually that would be a meditation practice. It really would be. As hard as it is, you can bring your awareness to that place, and just witness it and if you could witness it without judgment, that's huge. That's really huge. If you can become so aware, so choicelessly aware of pain that you don't judge it and you just investigate, you just watch it. Not even investigate, just watch it. You're watching the pain. There it is. I'm watching it. And that in this moment, that is what is happening. So it's a happening of the moment, it's a happening of existence. This is what existence is doing in this moment. This energy, because pain is simply vibration, energy. That's what pain is. Yeah, physical pain is tough. It's very tough. Discomfort, physical pain, physical discomfort, even the small things, the small, your leg falling asleep, the tingling, that's it's discomfort, and it's even hard. But Bustin's got knee fractures. It's got to be hard as hell. Man, I know where you're coming from too. It is probably worse than mine. I've had 3 knee surgeries, but fractures are 4. Golly, man, 4 fractures. That's got to be 1,000 times worse than the pain I had. Jeez, man. That is tough. That is tough, man. I don't recommend it. No way. You're like, you don't want no part of this. No way. Yeah, that's tough, man. Really, I think it's got to be much worse than I tore my ACL and MCL, and then the meniscus in both sides of the same knee years later, and then the meniscus on my other knee. I'd have 3 surgeries. Those 3 surgeries. The recovery is what's worse, but fractures, good grief, man. Better stay on for just a few more minutes. How long have I been on? TikTok needs a timer. I know I've been on longer than I said I was going to be on. Probably been, what, 20, 30 minutes? I said like 5. Yeah, well, not alcohol free, but yeah, for the most part, I have a drink every once in a while. Like if we go to dinner, I might have a beer or two. I probably had over the summer. I mean, I was working like 7 days a week most of the time. I didn't even want to drink. I was so exhausted. I probably had over the summer, I don't know, 5 to 10 total drinks, maybe. The atheist? No, I'm nothing. I don't label myself. I'm not an atheist. I'm not a theist. I'm not an agnostic. I simply am. Yeah, no beliefs. Here, now, in this moment. It's all that exists. All that exists is this moment. So no beliefs necessary in this moment. If you are fully present in direct contact with this moment, yeah, now is it. You don't need any beliefs. Beliefs are just unnecessary. You don't need to believe in anything out there, anything coming. Yeah, you are what you're seeking. You are what you're seeking. And that is here, right now. Here, right now. We're always seeking out there, right? Seeking something in the future, seeking something outside of ourselves. And really, this is it. Right here, right now, this moment, this present moment. It's all of existence. All of existence is in this moment happening right here, right now. And you're not separate from it. You are it. You're not separate from the moment. You're not out here and the moment's over here. You're not in the past. You're not in the future. You're not separate from any God out there or anything like that. You are here now 100%, whether you like it or not. And you can't do anything about it. You are in this moment and you're not separate from it. You are this moment. The moment doesn't exist apart from you. The moment doesn't exist apart from you because you are this moment. You are existence itself happening as you, as me, happening as this phone, happening as this fake fireplace, happening as this chair, happening as the dog, as the trees. This moment, this whole existence is happening in this moment. And you are it. You're a happening of existence. You are existence. You don't even exist really as a separate entity. It's just a figment of, it's an illusion. Me is a separate entity. I don't even exist. It's just an illusion. I think I do. I believe I do. But if you drop that belief, you stop believing as yourself, believing in yourself as a separate entity. There's existence out there, nature out there, people out there. It's just existence here in this moment, right here, right now. That's absolutely freeing. You can relax. You can relax into that and not have to hold any beliefs or search for anything out there, search for any gods or meaning or purpose, or it's all right here, right now. And when you know that, you experience that, then life happens. And in this role, in this mask you plan, you know that you're going to do this and that tomorrow, you know. But it's all just a happening. The truth is, there is only here, now existence, and you're it. Yeah, yeah, and that's how you discover it. You go within, you go in, you go within deep, 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 not outside, but within. Back to that silence, behind all the chatter, behind all the illusion, behind all the chaos and the busyness, behind the monkey mind, behind all that. Peeling the onion layer by layer by layer by layer by layer. And what do you find in the center of an onion? Nothing. Nothing. The onion is simply just layer after layer after layer, until you get to nothing, just silence. And that's what you are. You're that ultimate silence behind it all. That's what existence is. That ultimate, it's all happening, but it's all a great silence. Tasha, love you too. Good to see you. Haven't seen you forever. Good to see you. Love you, Tasha. Sleep well. Good night. I gotta go to bed too. 4 more minutes. I'm getting off in 4 minutes. 10 o'clock. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's almost 11. I've been getting up I try to get up super early to meditate for at least 25 minutes. I try to sit for at least 25 minutes, if not a little more. We're all the same eternity. Yep, exactly. Exactly. Not two, not two, not two, not two. From the first, not a thing. Things don't exist, Bodhidharma said. From the first, and not a thing. Not a thing is. Things don't exist. Existence is. One. One is even implies two. Not two. Not two. Morning sun gazing. Yeah. So I try to get up and meditate in the morning, sit in the morning before. That's my favorite time to meditate is in the morning. If I don't get to in the morning, because I have to do it later on, but I really enjoy sitting in the morning before work, before the day starts, and it kind of just, I get up after meditating and I walk and move in that awareness, that mindfulness, that state of awareness, and go throughout the day, the happening of the day as that awareness. And that hara, that hara concept of going or going crazy, when the mind is still chill before going crazy, exactly. And when that, man, when you're centered, the center of your being, and if you can begin to live and move from that center of being as well, it's the experience is light. It's heavy, but light. It's heavy because you're so grounded, but it's light because everything is just a happening and it's wu wei. It's flowing. You see it, you're watching it, you're witnessing it flow in all its different ways and facets and intricacies. Okay, I better go. Better go. I'm going to go read a little bit. Fall asleep. I may post a video first. All right, dude. Bustin', my friend, thank you for hanging out with me. Before the parrots come, I know there was one that passed through, kind of flew through the air there. I just let it fly in and fly right out. I didn't even acknowledge. There's this story of Maharishi, or I can't remember who it is. There's this story. He was walking. He was walking with a couple of people, and he was talking to them just about, existence or awakening or whatever it was he was talking about. And somebody ran up, trying to kill him with a knife, and one of the guys with him reached out in front and grabbed him. It's something like this. It happened some way like this. Grabbed the guy and threw him on the ground, or I think he knocked him down because Maharishi or whoever it was. I'm gonna have to look it up or try to figure out who it was. I heard somebody telling this story. Just kept walking, stepped right over the guy, and didn't even acknowledge it that someone had just tried to. Right? I don't know if I should say what I said. Maybe TikTok will silence me. Um, but the guy fell right in front of him that was just trying to go at him, and the guy he just walked for the I'm gonna have to remember who it is. Anyway, he just walked right over him and kept walking in conversation. Just never left the conversation. Didn't even acknowledge it, like it never happened. So the parrots come in and they just fly in and fly out. I didn't even acknowledge it. All right, guys. Who all's on still? Steph on. Steph may have left. I know Tasha went to bed. Todd, I think he left. Is Ohm? Let's see. Marley. Ohm still on. QWERTY probably left. There you are, Steph. I won't be a stranger. I'm gonna. Oh, hey, my friend. Thank you for all the likes. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go live more often. I've said that so many times, but look, I went live like a week ago, and here I am again, live again, 2 times, and I haven't gone live in months and months. Once I took. What was the longest time I took off? Like a year or something. I went live consistently, like every week for like 2 years or something. Yeah, I'm here now. That's right. I'll be here in another now. All right. Well, great live. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, love you guys. Take it easy. Yes, take it easy. Flow, relax, breathe, stay centered. Remember who you are. Sammasati, Sammasati. Yep. All right, Steph. Love you guys. I'll see you very soon.